Meanwhile, Tamil Nadu has now announced fresh restrictions from Thursday until 20th of May, as the state has now recorded over 20,000 fresh COVID cases. In fact, government has now said that there will be fresh restrictions, including only 50% capacity of staff members. Both private and government offices will be allowed to function. Trains, metro, bus, taxi will be allowed only 50% passengers. Restaurants have been permitted to provide takeaways until 12 noon. Standalone groceries and vegetable stores can open up only till 12 noon. Spas, gyms, malls, theatres, recreational centres will be shut. Shops dealing in essential items, though, including medical supplies, will be allowed to function as usual. Night curfew from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. and total Sunday lockdown will continue in the state until 20th of May. Meanwhile, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister-elect M.K. Stalin has announced that journalists will be treated as frontline workers. Tamil Nadu has seen 20,000 cases in 2 consecutive days. Remember, we saw right after the 2nd May results, people were out on the streets, DMK workers, they're particularly celebrating in huge numbers without social distancing, many of them not wearing their masks. Of course, now we're looking at the last 24 hours, 20,000 and above Covid-19 positive cases have been reported. And in light of growing cases, we're looking at fresh curbs that's been imposed. Pramod Madhav for more details on that. Pramod, take us through. We saw on one hand the DMK workers out there celebrating, not adhering to COVID protocols just a day ago, and now the government has decided that fresh curbs will be implemented.
Absolutely. This decision was taken almost like a week ago when we met with the corporation officials. They very clearly mentioned that based on the number of cases that are being registered, for instance, if it is 10,000, a certain regulations was already planned to be imposed, and currently we are having 20,000. And that's the reason almost a week back the state government said that malls, gyms, theatres and everything will be closed and no public access will be provided to control the crowd. And currently, as we have reached 20,000 cases per day, and as the positive cases are above until yesterday it was 1.19 lakh cases, and that's the reason some severe restrictions have also been imposed, by which they have reduced the number, the timings for shops actually. Earlier, restaurants and tea stalls were providing only takeaway services. That has also been reduced, will be reduced from 6th May onwards. That is, like, shops can only work until 12 p.m. This is going to be very big because it's going to cause a lot of hindrance to the public. But however, the authorities claim that there is no other way, as the cases have grown over 20,000 currently, and the active cases are 1.19 lakh, whereas the beds in the state of Tamil Nadu is 90,000, and that's the reason the officials claim that such decision has to be taken.
Well, Pramod, thank you very much for joining us with those details. We know several states have independently taken a call to announce a lockdown or